wasn't on, so he turned it on to show that he found the drugs.
Because when he first went to go search for him, his camera wasn't
Yeah,
on.
that's what Donnie said.
bullshit.
Said he said he was recreating how he found the stash. Yeah.
But right,
You know
so what
I'm
does that even mean, though? What do y'all even think about that? So, like, what does that mean? You recreating it? Like, come on now. And
right.
again,
Here's the clip. Yeah, but they can still hear us though, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the clip, we playing the clip now where the police is back there. You know where the stash so-called was. You know what I'm saying? So this the police, I guess, walking back out to the street. You know, in the alley. So now I think he's going to turn it on. Now he's going to turn it on because you're gonna hear the sound and everything. He's gonna turn it on.
Sorry, y'all on IG, y'all can't see that. So if y'all go on Facebook, you can see
this up. Yeah, man.
like the
So
video
yeah, he turns
and
it
stuff.
on the audio. Now he's going back into the alley.
Hey, Mark Rich, how are you? Y'all on IG, y'all can't see the. It ain't the volume ain't coming in on Facebook, did it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, y'all can't see it, but on Facebook we showing a clip of what happened on the news with the officer, and you know they was just showing what his body cam showed and some other stuff. Y'all can't see that from the Instagram or YouTube. And
He's going back out the alley and he found it. So, oh man. So that was the clip of the officer so-called recreating finding the stash.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Recreating finding the stash, you know. So right there already is like, yo, come on now. How is that believable? How could you even just say that you recreating the scene? If anything, once you found it, just turn the shit on. I just, you know what I'm saying?
I just found this, y'all. I'm going back to let y'all know that this is what happened. This is how, that just doesn't even make sense to me, period, anyway. It doesn't make sense.
Your camera shouldn't have been off. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why they trying to back him up and basically say it's still like a baby. It's only 14 months since they've had the body cam, so they're still learning how to work it and do this, that, and the third. You
knew how to turn that bitch on to recreate the situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then everybody, like this, them other motherfuckers that was standing around you, they had body cams
but I was
on
gonna
and
say
they
that.
know
So
how
what
to
about
use
your
that
partners
shit.
or the other people that was out there?
They need to get footage of their body
That camera wasn't
too.
on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what's going on? So do y'all have anything to say about that or how y'all feel or what y'all think about that case? Because I also feel if it was a black man, my thing is, yo, how is this man on administrative leave? Y'all have proof that he's well, I guess he got to go to court first. I guess allegedly.
Yeah.
Because he haven't gone to court yet. But come on, that story, y'all really gonna waste taxpayers' money to go to trial for this because this man telling y'all he was just reenacting something that he did supposed to been like a year ago too with a previous case he had. Excuse me.
Yeah. And Donnie Young said, but Baltimore City Police states he should announce his reenactment. So say he should have said, "I'm reenacting this."
So right, that's what I was just saying.
But that don't make no sense.
But
Even
that
why would
doesn't
you
even make
say
sense.
that?
Why even go through all of having to do that? Like,
and Angel Jackson said, "Excuses. This is crazy."
Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's like, y'all, we have so many corrupt cops here. We got the corrupt cops. Then we have all of these criminals. Then you have like. What's gonna happen? What is there to do?
But you know what?
What are we gonna do?
I'm like, I ain't gonna get totally off the subject about far as with this, but I think mainly of it goes into is money, and it's like the incarcerations. The more incarcerations they get, the more arrests or whatever, is the more money generated into the whole system. You know what I'm saying? So now you got these dudes out here trying to get their quotas up or whatever, and just trying to do whatever to get somebody or try to pin somebody on to somebody for the numbers, for the money. You know what I'm saying? There's all big political shit, and the people that's suffering from it is the civilians. You know what I'm saying? The civilian people. I'm not knocking saying that guy wasn't, doing, wrong or whatever like that, but he was wrongly accused.
But it looked like they just pulled up on him. If you could tell, it looked like they just pulled up on him out of nowhere. And then you just pulling these niggas out. Y'all find no drugs at first. Because at first they found nothing.
Yeah.
But then you go back.
Yeah.
I think it showed him like searching the area first. It was nothing.
Nothing.
Then he goes back. You see him bending over to put the shit down.
Yeah,
then his partner, another officer, comes and check that same. Now, why it takes another officer to go and check that same spot that you just so coincidentally you checked it first, you find nothing. You know, and of course now that it's come out, we see that you went back and you stashed something there. But your partner goes back after that, check the same area, and then he finds the drugs.
So what?
Come on now.
So this is my thing too. I gotta get more into it. So what they was watching him before? People in the car? No, the police was they watching him
prior to this incident?
No, prior to the arrest. You know what I'm saying? And of them finding it.
On
how would they know to go to that spot or whatever to
his
look
partner?
Yeah, no, for them to go there to find the drugs.
Oh, see, I don't know, somewhere on the side of the car supposed to been or something, and that's, you know, sound like what you said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but I don't get that though.
Yeah, I don't. It just doesn't make sense. And again, he's not fired. He's suspended on administrative duty with pay.
Yeah.
With pay. Look how many times you have regular altercations at jobs such as like hospitals and just other jobs you get suspended. Niggas ain't getting suspended with pay.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I don't know. It's so much. I feel like this is another form of racism, not to even be throwing a racism card out there. But it's just like, it's just so much. Every day in every part of our lives now, it just seems like there's something, just that racism is going on. And I just hope things don't get worse, back to the way it was.
Yeah. But no, my thing is, it's like what they was watching them and they knew that's where he stashed it at or what. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So what they had, how they had proof that was his. You know
well, I mean, because it was supposed to be like out his car or something on the side of the car or like somewhere right there with the car.
What, with the guy?
Yeah, when they pulled him out the car.
But they pulled in the stuff out of the alley.
Oh, see, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? They got the shit from out the alley. He reenacted that he found it in the alley, right?
See, I don't know. See, I wonder if that part that we showed him was his. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Because he supposed to reenact and supposed to like.
Because see, it was a couple clips.
Oh,
that somebody. Because actually, y'all, somebody, one of our viewers, they sent in a couple different things that they wanted us to talk about or to go over in the news, and some of these clips was actually sent to me.
Okay. But yeah. I'm reading.
We have to figure out something and come up with something because it's just too much.
And Donnie Young said, right. I think that cameras should stay on. Angel Jackson said he should beat this. Some of the guy that you know what I'm saying. The guy
absolutely, and they need to make that officer do the same amount of time that man did, and they need to come up off some bread. They need to pay him. I will be suing. I'm sure he can sue. I'm sure he's gonna sue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that officer need to do some time, and he need to serve the same time that man's had to serve.
So no one else had a camera on. That's what Angel said.
That just doesn't make sense, right? That's what I'm saying. What about his partners or the other people that was around? Because clearly you can hear it wasn't only him; it was other officers there. They didn't have cameras. What's going on with theirs?
And like Donnie said, I agree with it. They got a lot of people up. The jails, what is a private? I guess I'll say it. I'm illiterate sometimes. Yeah, man. I guess that's the word.
The jails are what, congested?
I guess that's what he's saying.
The jails are definitely congested.
You can tell it was set up. The bag ain't even have a knot in it.
See, look, I couldn't even see all that part. But come on now. Look, Donnie, you know where we come from. And like, come on. And you just think about even back in the day. Just how many innocent people are in jail.
I was saying. That's what I was saying, Angel. I'm with you. How did they know where to look? Yeah, that's what I was like trying to figure. Like, well, how did they just know that?
Because I guess, too, but you think, too, and just being honest, in some other cases, too, where they actually do find drugs, you know, that's a part of their job to search and look and investigate, looking here, looking there. They scrummaging through grass and trash and everything else. So, you know, they could have definitely very well found it if, you know, this wasn't the case. They definitely could have found the drugs because it happens sometimes.
Then Nikki said, so what y'all think about Officer Suter?
They killed his partner, killed him.
Yeah.
That's the one, right? His partner killed him. Yeah. And I don't even think, are they even talking about that anymore?
No.
They ain't even say shit else about his partner. they just keep saying he don't got nothing to do with it, and then let that go. I haven't heard anything about that in months.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, hell yeah. So if y'all got anything to say or whatever y'all want to call in or
We'll go to the next
response or we're gonna go into the next one. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got anything else to say, I just think it's a setup, it's a bunch of bullshit. That's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's their word against his, you know what I'm saying? And he clearly...
Well, now they got the video footage, so it's like you coming up with this bullshit ass excuse.
Clearly that's bullshit. And then like what Donnie has said, so he has to announce that that he is reenacting this. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So how can he you know what I'm saying? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's cool for him to just say, "Oh, I'm reenacting this."
Malarkey.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Malarkey.
No, that's bullshit. Bullshit.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? So what we going to the next one is about a couple that was locked up in Costco's. I don't know too much about that one.
What happened? I don't think I seen that one.
That's one of the clips you sent me.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I might not have. That was something that somebody sent me then.
Oh, somebody sent it?
I probably didn't even look at that.
Okay. Well, I guess
look, y'all, what y'all think about the situation that happened in Douglas? The school, the student,
I have that
the
clip.
little girl. Like, I'm sure everybody done seen it because that thing done went viral.
Yeah.
My daughter goes to that school. She's a senior. Jada knows the girl.
Okay.
And from what they were saying in the schools, and it's so crazy. I got a phone call Friday.
Yeah.
Got a phone call. You know how to automated calls. And a call Friday, and it was the principal basically just telling all of the parents what happened, and basically the little girl supposedly ran away. Like they can't find the girl.
What?
Yeah, they can't find her now.
Oh,
Well, her
dang.
parents probably hiding her. I'm just saying that, y'all. I don't know. This is alleged again, but the principals did call all of the students' parents and just let them know the situation that was going on at hand, and it's under investigation. And they were sending letters home to let all of the parents know what was going on.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go into this clip, and then we're gonna talk about that.
In the 14-second video,
Again,
words
y'all
are
can't see on
exchanged
IG,
before
sorry.
the female student punches the Douglas High chemistry teacher. The student responds, "Don't get smart," an expletive, "with me." The teacher responding, "I didn't get smart with you," before following her out of the classroom. The school system says it's investigating what happened. The teachers union says even more must be done.
Of course, I was very angry when I saw that. Because we've asked that there be some kind of support for our teachers, and something needs to happen.
In a statement, city school officials said ensuring a safe teaching and learning environment for our students and staff is paramount to city schools. Upon reviewing the incident, school administrators will apply disciplinary action in accordance with Baltimore City Public Schools Code of Conduct. Back on campus, Douglas students and concerned residents are talking about the incident.
I think the children out here are losing lack of consideration and love. They're not being taught a conscience on how to treat others how they want to be treated.
If that situation is going on at home and they go out into the public, they're going to carry that same attitude, and the same situation won't happen outside.
11 News has learned the teacher assaulted in that video is a highly regarded state science educator and a respected elder at a local church.
Now, we're told the teacher was not seriously injured, but we're still waiting to find out what will happen to that 17-year-old student. Live in Northwest Baltimore, Tim Tootin, WBAL, TV 11 News.
We just played the clip about the girl attacking the teacher. You know what I'm saying? And so what y'all think about that? I see a lot of response on here. A lot of somebody said yes to Costco. Somebody heard about it. I didn't. It said Angel. I was saying, and Angel, they don't. That was so fucked up. They nothing to pay his wife off. Oh, that was about that. Oh, we can probably have to watch that one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
Angel
we-
was saying too that they so the girl, because like I was saying, that the phone call that came home was saying that they couldn't find the girl. She was saying that her mom came and took her back to GA. Was that CA, California? Because I think they did. Wait a
You say
minute.
GA, yeah.
Y'all
She
know I'm
said
a little
GA.
half blind.
Yeah,
up
she
in
said
this.
GA back to Georgia.
But yeah, they yeah, but how can she do that though? Can she just take her, because it's gonna be pending charges? They're gonna, like, they said that this lady was, not only was she elderly, she was a very highly respected teacher, with Baltimore City schools, as well as she was an elder at a church, like very respectable elder at a church. And like, I don't know, she hit the right one, because if it was somebody else, like Nicole made the comment, it would have ended badly. You got a lot of young teachers as well out here, which I think is another big problem, because you got 24, 25-year-old teachers out here teaching these 18 and 19-year-old kids, and like they look at you like they're on the same level. Like, I don't really see the respect line. I don't know.
I seen on the news, I think the lady said she wasn't going to press charges. She just want the girl to get help.
And that's
so she
and
just
that's
wanna
because
get
she
out.
fight in church, and that is a problem, because again, we all judging and saying what we're due to her, but again, that's where that mental illness comes into play again, because apparently something is wrong. This is maybe how she's being raised at home, or maybe wherever she's being raised. Maybe these are the things that she can do. Maybe she's running, she's
And I think
raising herself.
she had prior assaults too.
So it's like,
what
this
I'm
is
saying?
our history. Why
Yeah.
is this our history? Let's go back down the line and figure out what's wrong with her, because there could be, again, that's some
The
type of
mental health.
illness.
Yeah, mental health.
She probably really do need help, and maybe that's something that we need to start doing, instead of straight being quick to chastise and lock these kids up. Get them help.
Yeah.
Get them help.
And Nicole said the lady that just came back from she's a cancer survivor.
Yeah, that is
The
well.
lady, the teacher, was suffering from cancer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's some hell of a shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then come back and getting assaulted by somebody that you trying to teach. You know? That,
I don't even know what to say no more. It's just like, this is like, I swear I have so much to say, but I can't really say it. It's just, I feel like this is just what our world has turned into. This is what our society has turned into. Our children, a lot of us adults that's 40 and well, I'm 39. I ain't 40 yet, but
shit,
I'm,
you there,
trust me.
shit,
But
one
trust
away
me,
from
I'm
that
proud to
mom.
say that niggas not making, people not making it to see 10 years old. So
Yeah, true.
I'm happy to say I'm very reserved and preserved and vintage.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to say I'm almost 40. I'm glad. It's a blessing to, hopefully I do get to see 40 next year. But
Yeah.
it's just like the world that we live in today. Everybody is fucked up. Like, I'm saying it again. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of us. Not only you got the people going through the mental health, you got people depressed, you got people stressed. Kids are even more stressed and depressed than a lot of us adults are, because it's like they have so much. It's so much pressure in this world, especially on social media. Everybody want to ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? The kid, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
You know what? But this is just my opinion. I think it's like more stress and stuff on kids today than it was before. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Way more. It's like way more pressures and shit. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, we had the bullies and shit like that. Now you got the cyber bullies. You got this motherfucking social media shit has like really took that shit to another level. You know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sex trafficking is up real
Very high.
And a lot of people don't know here in Baltimore. Yes, it is. Is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing here.
My niece was telling me she had gotten a letter basically a couple times or something in the mail. And basically they were trying to tell her that the letter basically was saying, and I might be saying it wrong. Nicole, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But basically trying to get her to come to, I don't know if it was like for modeling or for something they would pay you to, but whatever the place was, it was like a non-existent place.
Oh, shit.
Where it was that they was asking them to come to. I might be saying it wrong, but come to find out, that's what it was, a part of this like trafficking scheme. This is how they getting these girls. You listen to Johnny Blaze, she had did an interview and she was saying that when she was 14, it might have been 12 or 14, that's how she got caught up in sex trafficking. She saw a little flyer. She was trying to make money out here. And you know, kids these days, they don't trying to do whatever to make money. And she saw this, like they was scouting girls to try out for this, that, and the third. And once she went and tried out, they kidnapped her. They kept her
Damn.
for a minute. And I can't remember how she got away, but Man, our society is fucked up, and we all complain about it, but it's like, are we all actually physically out here trying to do something to make a change? And I'm talking about myself as
Yeah,
well. We
true.
complain,
Yeah,
but
we
it's like,
complain, yeah.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Brian Handy said these young kids, have no fear of respect. You know what I'm saying?
They don't. They don't have no fear of respect. They have no regards for life. And again, but why is that? Why do you think that is? Where does that come from? It comes from somewhere. And it's like nobody is teaching them. But can you nowadays, like, is it too late to pull a child up off the street and be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get them together? Is it really, if we start sister and brother mentoring programs or whatever the case may be, are really kids that's out on the street selling drugs and using drugs, are they really going to come?
But
you know what I'm saying? Is it too late?
It's the whole thing with stuff. You can save some, and some it simply can't be saved. It's just simple as that. That's with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people will get it, and some people won't. You know what I'm saying? That's your choice, your will. You know what I'm saying? You have that choice. You know. That's just the bottom line. Sometimes you can't save everybody.
You can't, but
You
it's
know what I'm
like, what do
saying?
you do? I guess you got start with the parents, or maybe like, I don't know. Kids are
But
lost.
we talked about
We're
that before, though.
lost.
You know what I'm saying? It's like with the individual. You know what I'm saying? A person is going to do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They going to do. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you talk to them or whatever, until they realize, or that.
But
you
what
know,
about for children though? Like,
It's really in the same way, because like, think about with your kids. You can teach your kids and say all this and that and all that, and they still gonna do the opposite or do what they. It's like, what I'm saying, you got them. Sometimes what they say, that experience is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to go through certain shit, but sometimes experience turns a person around.
and a lot of
what I'm
people
saying?
say that, and people have said that to me too. But
And
I feel
sometimes
like
it don't.
But
You know
I
what
feel
I'm saying?
I feel like us as parents, we make the mistakes. Why can't we teach them kids and they learn from our mistakes? Like, and granted,
saying-
experience do go ahead. 'Cause
Man,
we
my
can,
mother told me a lot of shit not to do. Did it any fucking way.
right, but
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying? And then when my ass got caught up, I'm crying, Mom, help me out, shit. You know what I'm saying? But,
right. No, and I'm saying falls on the line of how when people say, like they might be like, let your child go out there and learn, let them go out
Yeah.
there and fail, or let them go out there and do this. Don't try to stop them. But when like, Dag, I done this or I experienced this, and I know what the outcome was. And I saw,
That's a good
Murray,
one.
Jim, and John do the same thing too, and I know the same outcome was. So it's like teaching that child, why let them go out and do that when you know what the outcome is going to be, and you've gone through that. So instead of them learning from that experience, why can't they learn from our mistakes?
That's the same way my parents told me, what I'm saying, what they, not to do, and I still did it. But this is a good one right here. Somebody, I can't see who texted, but said, why do we as people always try to put a ball in our kids' hand instead of teaching them that they can be a doctor, lawyer, or a politician?
That's so true. But you
know
know
what I'm
why too? Because I feel like with that, and I'll just say my answer on. I think that comes from to how we've been raised and how things that we see on TV and things that we see now on social media. Because you feel like, oh yeah, my son, he's tall, he's skinny, he gotta play basketball.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give I don't know. I just feel like that's how we've been raised in our society, in our culture. Because you look at that's the only. Back then, it seems like, oh, that's the only thing a black man can do to become successful is to play sports or be a
I
rapper
think somebody calling now. Hold on.
or something of
Go
the
ahead,
sort.
bro.
So, I really feel like that. I feel like that's how we're raised. Like for our black men, as kids, that's what they're raised to
Hello?
become, to look at as superstars.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, how you doing?
All right. Who we got on the line?
Mr. Brian Handy on the line.
Oh, what's up, B?
Alrighty. Just like Sarah, these young kids don't have no fear because the parents teaching them, but they do the opposite. Some of them do the opposite. Some of them just don't care or don't get it.
True.
Yeah.
I had to catch myself Saturday. Had to talk to the guy got frustrated because I was trying to show him he about to hurt himself. So he got mad and walked off, cussed me out, came and got in my face. So before I knew, I just had to tell him. I said, look, you got to calm your nerves and just see what I'm doing first before you jump to conclusions, because that's how things go badly.
Oh, it was a younger guy?
And when he was a younger, that was about to be my same
Oh.
question.
Yeah, he 19 years old.
Okay.
I said, I said, you hyper, you want eager to learn, but then you get frustrated because you think you're going to get it right the first time. You're not going to get nothing right the first time. So after that, I cool myself off and let him go.
Yeah.
You come back again, I said, I'm explaining to you what not to do. Because, see, you may have a temper, that next person may have a temper. Then somebody's either going to jail, somebody getting hurt, or somebody got to explain to their parents.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of dudes, because like my son, he 15, and it's like I see in him that he don't even worry about the consequences. It's like, yo, he just do shit and don't even worry about, you know what I'm saying, the real consequences that come with his actions. You know what I'm saying? And I see that in a lot of kids. Right?
But
like,
I was going to say, but y'all know what? Two things I want to say real quick. So one, so that was why what I had said a few minutes ago. Is it too late though to help them? Because now when you pull these little guys up, or females too, because a lot of females are worse, and I mean younger, as far as attitudes and knowing it all, and you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them shit. Excuse my language. You can't tell them nothing. So is it too late to pull them up? Like, is it too late to pull them up and try to correct them and try to steer them in the right direction? Because like he said, he's trying to help this guy and tell his boy right from wrong, and you trying to go off on me.
Like I said, you can say something you can.
And it was something else I was about to say about what y'all just said, and I can't remember. The wine is kicking in.
But B, thank you for calling in.
Thank you
fam.
so much, Brian, for calling in and giving your opinion.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, dang. That's the phone thing, my bad.
Oh.
I always do that shit, man, instead of just calling the thing out.
But yeah, y'all, we gotta
online.
figure out something. We have to figure out something to do because it's like, I don't know. And I'm speaking to us, our listeners. Of course, like you said, we can't save the world, but we can try saving one, making a difference with one child. And it's like we need to come up with something. Like, it just gets worse and worse, it seems like, over time. Oh, this is what I was going to say. When you were saying about the children don't have no care, or we were saying like, you were saying like back in the day, your parents teach you to do one thing and then you do. When you think about it, y'all, back in the day, it's like we were the same way. We didn't. Man, I used to be 14, 15 years old hanging up on Park Heights Wiley. It used to be drive-by shootings, everything going on. And we would not care. Like, we would walk up and down the street all night long and had no care in the world. No care in the world, did not care. We would walk from one Park Heights all the way over Cross Tracks, over Wabash and Sequoia. It'd be late night. We got our little tight clothes on. 14, 15, somebody drive-by shooting. Like, we duck and we run and we bob and weave and then we back walking down the street like it's nothing. So I get it. I get it how you feel like when you're young, these kids act like they're not afraid of
like
nothing.
You're invincible.
Like they're invincible.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like they're invincible and they're not scared of nothing. But we didn't have all this crime either back in our day. So it's like, yo, y'all should be scared. They should be scared, but I don't know.
Nicole said, again, you can't blame the parents. All we can do is teach and hope and pray. Lead by example. Not
blaming the parents at all, but you get some of these parents do need to be blamed because you just let your children go and they be reckless and they do whatever they want and you aren't teaching them. So some of the parents are out here are the blame.
Some of them,
Some of our parents are the blame because we didn't get taught the correct way. So how can we teach our child or our children the correct way when we really, as we said before, there's no handbook on parenting at all. So nobody's perfect at all, but I don't know. We got to do something.
In my family, my son has good role models, man, but he do things that no one else in the family or males he know does. And she said
they have that outside peer pressure. That's why
he's being raised good, but everyone has their own minds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Like, far as with the kids and stuff, you can teach them, read them, whatever, but whatever they put in their mind and decide the direction they want to go, then go. Damn, been an hour already?
Yeah, it don't seem like it.
Yeah, so we gonna let me read a couple of these other things. And what's it? The answer is, Nook said, the answer is to declare your status on true free man, the God intended for us to under the true Constitution for the United States of America, Article 3.
And that probably just went over everybody's head. I
Yeah.
promise you. You should have
Yeah.
called up and elaborated a little bit more on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all all need to check out this book called Medical Appetite. Google it,
Yeah.
check it out. I'm
Okay.
telling y'all, Medical
Medical
Appetite.
Appetite?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, is
It's well,
for life. Yes.
Well, we gonna come to the end of the show today since Instagram told us our hour over. with.
Instagram
man.
rude anyway.
Yeah, they got our hour over. With. But be sure to tune in to us every Sunday from 6 to 7. Damn,
Y'all
I'm
like, share. Y'all
Like,
can
share, you know what I'm
share
saying?
this clip. Subscribe, please, to our YouTube if y'all haven't already.
Yeah, please. We need the subscribers. We putting content up every week now, so
Right,
there's something there every
right.
week. And also check us out on SoundCloud. We putting up audio.
SoundCloud.
The Shoot the Shit series, yeah, man, where we talk about just various different things.
Little
we have 2 of them up
randoms.
there now, and we have more to upload to it. So thanks everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, everybody everywhere for tuning
Everybody,
in to us.
everywhere.
Yeah, man. And this episode will be it's on Facebook Live, and also Rolanda is gonna put clips on Instagram.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? The other clip will be playing shortly, and we're gonna upload this to YouTube.
Y'all, and if y'all have any suggestions, any things that we can talk about, stories that we could cover, just anything that we could do better, or y'all want to just anything, any suggestions that y'all have, because we don't take criticism we accept all type of criticism. So if y'all can just because people have things to say behind the scenes, but just I'm asking y'all openly if y'all think it's something that we should do or could do differently or better. We're willing to hear what y'all have to say, as well as different topics. And somebody told me I need to go ahead and hurry up and do the girls talk too again.
Yeah, okay.
I am going I had 4 people send me messages about that they wanted to be a part. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna try to get something slick.
Okay.
Where we can do something slick.
Okay,
something slick.
I bet.
And you gotta do your men's thing.
Yeah. Because
I think that'd be awesome to have you
I'ma get
guys
that.
sit around and talk.
I'm gonna get that. And also too, I'm working on another thing. It's called Freedom Speak. It's like going into really some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? So we be airing that, you know what I'm saying, here and there too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of laws about a lot of stuff. It's like a lot of laws and stuff out there that we don't know nothing about, and it's right there in our face, and we just don't read it. You know what I'm saying? We just don't read it, and
They say if you want
and we
hide something from
agree
a
to-
black person, put it in writing.
You know what I'm saying? And we agree to a lot of this shit when we don't even have to. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. We tricked into believing that we have to. You know what I mean? But that's another thing. Be sure to check out the episodes that we got, and we see you next week.
See you next Sunday.